Yeah, you know what time it is. Valhalla Hour, let's go! Kick back, put on your headphones tight. Rob and Matt, bringing fire every night. From the land of 10,000 lakes, we rule the scene. With a crew so fresh, keeping it raw and clean. Minnesota Vikings, kings of the north. We wear our purple heart and let the battle roar forth. Breaking down the game, dissecting the plays. With passion so fierce, we'll set the night ablaze. So give us a follow, hit that like. Share it with your crew, you know we're about to strike. Valhalla, our podcast, living life bold, where legends are made and stories are told.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
How's it going? Happy preseason week number 2. This week it looks like it's just going to be me and Eric. We have no Rob and no Chesterton this week. Game starting right now. No starters at all this week. No Murray, no Jefferson, no Addison. Looks like Price is going to be wide receiver 1 today. Suppose we could talk about last week's preseason game before this one starts getting kicked off.
Oh
you
my
making
God.
the
I don't want my TV, a brand new TV, and it looks like, oh, there we go. Looked like it was from the 80s. It was very grainy and very bad, but it just kicked in. It took a minute.
kind of miss that standard definition?
I can't believe how spoiled we've gotten.
Yeah, right.
So last week, what was your biggest takeaway from last week?
So I missed basically the whole first half because I was doing the podcast. I couldn't watch the game, so I didn't see any of Murray's drive. I did see the clips afterwards. I loved the run game getting 44 yards that opening drive. They had a couple nice big gains. My biggest negative takeaway is Vikings Twitter saying that Caleb Banks is a bust because he had like a 36 PFF grade in his first game action since February, but
Yeah, that's what I was going to hit on too. I wanted to see. The guy hasn't played since what? 2024? Yeah, it's been a while. And the game's a lot faster than the last time he played too. So
right.
give him a minute to get his feet wet, figure out that he can't just overpower everybody these days. And,
Right.
give him a moment to it's preseason for a reason. He's not a bust yet.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, look at Dallas Turner. He's going into year 3, and all we're hearing is just how much he's wrecking the Ravens in training camp. And he had a sack last week against the Giants. And it's like it takes a minute, man. This dude, again, Caleb Banks, we were hoping he was even going to be healthy by the start of the season. And now he's actually out there playing. It's like, well, he's not elite right off the bat. So what the fuck are we doing? Might as well have been a Kwesi pick. It's like, again, give these people some time. We're still talking about McCarthy in year 3.
I know, it's funny because I didn't even think Banks would be able to play at least till week 3 or 4, and especially since he re-injured his foot at the combine in March. March. I really didn't expect him to be playing much, and he's out there. That's a huge benefit because
Right.
he's got all the talent in the world. He's massive, and at least he's out there. Give him a half a second to get used to the speed of the game.
Right. He's out there. Let him at least get comfortable.
Yeah,
But him and what's up?
you brought up Turner. I heard he had like 3 sacks in the second day of joint practices again.
I would say that was just in one day. He had like 2
Wow.
day one.
Just insane. And then Galde blew up one of their running backs and the fucking fight almost broke out. I was listening to K-Fan, and they were by the offense side of the field. They just kept saying, there's a fight over there. There's a fight on the defense like 48 times. Like, they brought it up that there was a fight by the defensive players. I was like, oh, God.
It wasn't even Henry that he blew up. It's like, why fight?
Yeah.
It's going to be heated. It's training camp.
If a rookie blows up Derrick Henry, kudos to you for one. But, damn, okay, let's fight. It's Derrick Henry.
Right. Yeah, you can't hurt our guy. Well, it's the same thing with Lamar Jackson. Like I saw Ravens fans saying, like, "Oh, a couple of those sacks were in sacks. Lamar would have rolled out." It's like we can all see the video. Dallas Turner had to let up. If it was a game, he would have wrapped him up and nailed his ass. Like
Yeah.
Lamar wasn't going anywhere. One thing that I was not happy to see, obviously, we had this issue last year. That's why he was a healthy scratch. Was watching a 5'10" Ivan Pace cover a 6'4" receiver in the end zone.
Yeah, I felt bad because the coverage was decent. If he was 3 inches taller, he knocks that pass down. Because the
Yeah.
coverage was there. He just had his back to him, and he was
Too short.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then you got Kevin O'Connell in his midweek presser talking about how Kyler Murray told him he couldn't see over the line. Now everyone's roasting him for that, saying, like, how could you say that out in public? And so, well, he was talking about Drew Brees having said that while he played it sometimes because he was only 2 inches taller than Kyler Murray. So, yeah,
I don't
sometimes
think
it's hard
he
to
was
see.
that much taller, was he?
I'm just going off of Wiki. It has Brees listed at 6 feet even, and it has Kyler Murray and Bryce Young both listed at 5'10".
Man, I don't think Breeze was 6 even. I think he was more like 5'11" and a quarter.
Well, so even more the reason why is like, why is it a death knell? Oof, McCarthy, come on. Why is it a death knell?
Oh, you must be ahead of me.
Oh yeah, I'm streaming right off my antenna. I'll dial back on the oofs and grosses.
Yeah, because they just returned the kick.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yep.
Way to go, NFL Plus.
I know.
Real quality product with a nice minute delay.
Let's see. I'll tell you when they take the first snap. We'll see how far off we really are. All right, they're just coming to the line of scrimmage for the first play.
Yeah, then obviously the loss of Jamal Adams fucking sucks.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to have a very good year. I mean, he was playing smart. He was doing well. And it just sucked. Like, the bad luck of that guy.
Well, it's like, we sign him, and it wasn't a ton of fanfare. It was a lot of like, okay, well, this dude's been hurt the last like 3 or 4 years. He's old, but whatever. We need the depth. And then you hear Flores speaking highly of him, and then you see him just wrecking people in the preseason game last week. You're like, oh shit, like here we go. We have some decent safety depth, and then non-contact, freaking whatever it was, like a torn quad or
torn quad ligament or knee. Holy shit!
Yeah.
So let me throw this out there. It's off topic of last week's game, but I watched both Raiders preseason games. Okay, they're keeping Cousins and they're keeping Mendoza. That's given, right?
Yeah.
Their next 2 quarterbacks are Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell's numbers through 17 games is like 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Like, not terrible. They got to let one of them go. They're not going to keep 4 quarterbacks, I don't think.
Right.
So, like, is that an option to look into as far as bringing in like an Aiden O'Connell? You imagine O'Connell, that'd get confusing, but.
Well, I mean, if we're sitting here talking about them, the Raiders are looking at Minshew and what they're paying him and looking at Aiden on a rookie contract, and they're seeing the same numbers. So they're more likely to move on from Gardner Minshew than they are from Aiden O'Connell. But if you could try to coax them away with like a 5th-round pick and then trade McCarthy for a 6th, you're basically just swapping backup quarterbacks to see what you can get in O'Connell, then you can go for it. But I doubt they're going to just release them. But Mendoza, that pick 6 was brutal, man. 80-yard pick 6 is only threw one his entire collegiate career.
Yeah, but you look at the fact too, like we were just talking about Banks. The game is moving quicker.
Right.
What are the percentage of college players that make the NFL? It's super tiny. So you're talking the elite of the elite, and it's crazy. So yeah, he'll get it. I don't think he was number 1 overall potential in my book, but He'll come around. I mean, he had that
Yeah.
one good season at Indiana.
Right. Yeah, he'll get it.
So while I was setting up my computer, I was watching. It was 47 minutes of AP highlights from his career. Man, I forgot how good that guy was.
Yeah,
In
man.
his prime, the cuts, the spins, the jumps. Fuck. I
It feels like
really
forever
forgot.
ago.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing improvements out of Mason in training camp. They're saying he put on muscle. He looks a little bit more shifty, a little more dynamic this year. Aaron Jones, we know we have in him. And then, yeah, with this Claiborne guy, 21, he was ripping off some good ones in the joint practices as well. Apparently, he had like a 50-yard touchdown or a 20-yard touchdown or whatever, and he's able to get around it. But he's so raw. Like, he's fast, and we called him Timu Gibbs a couple shows back, but he needs to learn how to find the holes and exploit them and not just run straight into people 3 times the size. Because he is a little small. But it'd be nice to have a shifty running back again like that. Because what was it, Jeremiah Love from Arizona? There was that clip of him last week after his preseason game saying like he looks an awful lot like AP with his movements and just his quick cuts, his jumping over people. He kind of has that AP to him. It's like, give it to us, man. We've always had good running backs. I don't like having 2-3 straight years of running back play.
Right. I mean, we went from AP to Dalvin, and even before that, we had Robert Smith.
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I just saw a thing about him too, about him leaving in his prime after his career highs in rushing yards. He just walked away. They said he almost left Ohio State because they wanted him to start skipping school classes, and they would tutor him on the classes outside of class so he could work out more.
Yikes.
And he's like, no. Oh, that was awful.
Yeah.
No, I just happened to look up the Vikings punted, and DePaulo like had this guy dead to rights and then just stopped running. Like right on the sideline, just let him go right past him for 2 or 3 more yards. It's like, I get it's preseason, but damn.
You are playing for a job.
I don't think anybody's taking DePaulo's job.
Fair. Or no, I'm thinking of Hecker.
Oh, yeah.
I did? Oh, okay. Yeah, there was some good, there was some bad from last week, like Kyler Murray specifically, 2-3, that pass he had to Aaron Jones for that incompletion, like just a slight miscommunication. It ended up being a scoring drive. They got a field goal out of it. I was very excited to see Jay Ward against their just absolutely wrecking Dart.
Yeah,
that was sick. But then he gets back up and, like we said, immediately throws a touchdown over Ivan Pace. So it's not a secret. They're still looking at the edge room. I looked at the available free agents for safety. There fucking is just none.
No.
So, Metellus got burnt a bunch. I'm not looking forward to that. Dwight McLovin got burnt a lot in the joint practices. I wasn't happy to see that. I don't think he's going to make the roster. I haven't seen any Vaughn. We'll see what he does today.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about a lot of these bubble guys from the joint practices. I haven't heard. I said I was listening to K-Fan while they were practicing, and it was a lot more because the way the fields were set up, they were focused more on watching the offense than the defense. So I didn't hear a lot about what was going on.
Yeah, for the joint practices, it sounds like the Ravens and the Vikings both had the same issues where both D-lines were just dominant. The corners were winning a lot of the matchups. Vikings, I think Pierre picked off Lamar. I think Demings had a couple pass breakups, but he also gave up one. And the same thing, the Vikings offense, like the 2-minute drills, apparently we looked fantastic. Is Lamar playing?
No.
Is Lamar not number 5?
No, is he? I don't remember.
I have to be tripping.
Maybe he is. It looks too small to be Lamar.
Oh no, that's Huntley. Okay.
I was going to say.
I'm like, why? Like, so that's another thing. Yesterday, Packers game. Bo Nix, or not Bo Nix because he's hurt, but
no, he started the game.
Did he?
Yeah, Bo Nix had a beautiful first drive, and then he was out of the game. Beautiful.
Okay, I didn't watch. I just saw that Jordan Love had started. I'm like, why are we not starting players? Like, especially, I guess the quote-unquote QB battle's over, but Murray still needs the fucking reps, man.
Yeah, I hope they put him in next week for at least like a series or two.
Yeah.
For holding.
Especially with how the joint practices went. Like, if you're 11 and 11s, they're looking shaky, and you're only dicing them up on 7-on-7 2-minute drills. Like, get out there and get some 11 and 11 fucking reps, man.
Yeah, who's number 90?
It's blocked by Pierre's graphic. I know Caleb Banks and Dominic Orange are both starting at defensive tackle today. There's Golday.
Damn, defense is actually looking pretty decent.
Who's that? That's going to be talked about in the film room. Oh, that was fucking. I'm not going to spoil what happened, but it was Pace. he's going to get laughed at. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm going back to the preseason. I feel like we have that talk every year. Like, we always come out. Well, we don't really come out rusty. A couple years ago, we started off 5-0, whatever. But I see teams like the Chiefs that are putting out Patrick Mahomes, and again, the Packers putting out Jordan Love, and we're like, nope, we can't put out Kyler Murray.
Yep, he should have had him.
Yeah, that Pace whiff.
Yeah, I mean, he ended up did tackle him, but 5 yards down the field.
God, like, that was just his bread and butter his rookie year, was just nailing people and dropping them on his ass or dropping them on their ass, and now he can barely wrap up.
I think I don't know if it's he came in with so much energy and like rawness, if actually refining his play has made it worse.
Well, that's what people are saying about McCarthy. I keep seeing videos of the Raiders preseason game after that pick against the starters, mind you, when he was playing against the second string, and he had that really nice drop to Jalen Naylor for the touchdown, and everyone's like, oh man, look at how smooth and effortless it was for him in the preseason game before KOC fucked up his mentality and tried to fix him and turn him into something he's not. It's like, no, it was backups. It was a preseason game. Like,
yeah. You know, it's kind of how I look at, and I think someone on K-Fan brought it up on Friday that the last 5 games, the defenses we played were like 26th, 29th, 30th, and like 21st.
Dallas literally had the 32nd ranked defense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the defenses we played weren't all that great, but, you know, it was still good to see them play good against bad defenses.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I mean, it was. Like, we all go back to that Lions game as being his best overall performance against what was at least an average defense, even with the injuries. But again, I feel like it was just kind of like I brought this up before, a Josh Dobbs thing where we so are enamored by the 5 or 6 really nice plays that he made that a couple of them turned into touchdowns. We ignore the 3/4 of like, oh, that was higher. Oh, that was lower. Oh, that was outsider. Oh, you held on to that for too long. And it's like, we look at the 15 to 20% of good to be like, oh, fuck yeah, there it is, while ignoring the 80% of bad. And like, he's kind of getting the Teddy Bridgewater treatment now, where it's like, well, if he didn't get that partial MCL tear year one, who knows what he'd be. It's like, well, yeah, that hindered his development, but it didn't hinder his arm. It didn't hinder his decision making. If anything, it's just going to hinder his mobility. Like Teddy Bridgewater, yeah, he almost lost his leg, but he was never a super mobile quarterback anyway. Like, he just didn't have a strong arm, and he never had a strong arm. I
No.
remember the game against the 49ers where he just kind of sailed it and lofted it, and it was an easy pick because just after 30 yards, it just kind of lost velocity, and it's like a partial MCL tear is not going to fix that. So, and he had the 37th ranked passer rating at a 77 passer rating after 10 starts. That's just like Bo Nix, Drake May, they all struggled their first 6 to 8 games, but they dramatically improved after that 6 to 8 games. And McCarthy, I mean, he can't even beat out Kyler Murray in training camp. Like, what improvement really is there? So, but he's the second youngest quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, and I mean, and you look at the fact that Penix is injured a lot. Jane Daniels missed all last season. The only ones that are really consistent are Nix and May. And if Nix doesn't get hurt in that playoff game, they face each other in the AFC title game. Like, what the fuck? Those two, like,
Right. I mean, May's only big, quote unquote, big name receiver was Diggs, and now he's got fucking AJ Green. Or not
Brown.
AJ Green, AJ Brown. Yeah, AJ. Going back about a decade, my bad.
Yeah, right. Same player, same difference. And then didn't they got somebody else in free agency too, didn't they? Or draft somebody?
Sorry, you're going to want to watch that in about 30 seconds.
I'm guessing it's going to be something to Felton or a Claiborne run. That's just my guess.
Felton's having an unbelievably good training camp. He's really stepped up his game. Comes down with a big catch, but he really needed that after last.
I don't know if it's going to be Felton.
Yeah,
I can tell by what not Lieber. Nice catch. Yep. Why do I can't remember his name?
Lieber's?
Not Lieber, the other one.
Rosen?
No. Former Viking that does the games.
Oh, Ron Johnson? No, he was a golfer.
The linebacker.
There's more than Lieber?
Yeah, there's the other guy. Bursitt.
I know
Pete Bursitt.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like him talking before that.
Gotcha.
I always forget about Pete Bursitt. I can never remember his name.
Yeah,
that was nice progression.
That nice deep ball to Felton, man. Like, that's the thing that McCarthy needs to do to boost his confidence, because that was a nice pass.
Well, and then you're ahead, but the swing pass to Claiborne, he went through his progression. Third, that was his outlet after going through all his other receivers. So it looks like he has some mentality going on where he's seeing things.
Yeah, and I like that we got Claiborne mixed into the passing game as well, because if Aaron Jones is gone after this year, we're going to need someone to fill that role. And it helps get him on the outside, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah. A little bit of a high throw there.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Felton out of training camp itself, but that was a real big catch for him on the deep ball.
Right, him and Price are definitely battling for that 4 spot.
Oh man, did you see the interview with Price when he talked about meeting Randy Moss? Talk about a kid at Christmas. His eyes were so huge. He was so excited.
I was like, you hear the term starstruck quite a bit, but that dude was legitimately starstruck.
Yep. They were they were 9 to noon. I think it was Thursday. Rod Woodson showed up, just walked up without being part of the show and started talking. And the producer for Paul Allen was like, I meet football players all the time. And I was legit starstruck when Woodson walked up. dude, yeah, he's around football players all the time. And like to be starstruck, I mean, dude, that guy's Hall of Fame legit, like reason to be
Right.
starstruck, but it was just funny the way he said it.
Like you'd think it'd just be another day. And then, like, granted, it's Randy Moss, but Miles Price, like, you're in the NFL, man. Like, you made it. Granted, you're not Randy Moss, but yeah, to be like, yeah, I'm just sitting down eating lunch. All of a sudden, Randy Moss, like, hey, you know what you could do? Like, it's him.
And he's in the same room with Justin Jefferson. You know, I mean, it's like,
Yeah, no shit, right? You basically have the modern Randy Moss right there. Well, and then there was the nope, I had it and I lost it. There was a similar story of meat sauce on the power trip. I love the story about how he met John Randall and how they became friends. Of like John Randall frequented the cigar shop that he worked at, and he was tired of getting hounded. And one day, Meat Sauce was like, "Yeah, I have a private collection of cigars in the back. If you want to check them out." And so he went back. And he's like, "I'm just kidding. There's nothing back here. But if you want some privacy, take as much time as you need." Randall really appreciated being treated like a normal person, and fucking went to his wedding. 20 years later, they're still best friends. And it's like Meat Sauce could have been starstruck, and no, instead it's just like, hey man, like I got you. Like that's such a cool story, especially for again a Hall of Famer like John Randall to be like, hey, you want to come see my mansion and ride in my fucking $200,000 car? Yeah,
I don't know how
Why
that guy
not?
made it. I don't know how Meat Sauce made it. I really don't.
nepotism.
Yeah, is it?
His dad's filthy rich. Probably got him an internship at the show.
Because I mean, he makes some valid points, but most of the time he's just an idiot.
He's the perfect morning show guy. And when he is on later in the day, like if he's on PA or if he's on like Common, he drops the bit a little bit. He knows his shit, at least when it comes to sports. It's just, yeah, it's a real thick bit on the power trip for sure. He definitely plays the goof.
Yeah. I haven't listened to Power Trip in a long time. I listened to about the last half hour the other day at work, like Tuesday or Wednesday. But I used to listen all the time. Now I rarely ever do.
Yeah. Yeah, I stream it on Fridays mostly just because of the initials game. But I listen to it more frequently during the season, obviously. Yeah, because like when they have Lieber on and they talk about the games, they do the Charge Fantasy Challenge and stuff like that. Those bits are fun, but I don't often listen to the full shows anymore. I can't remember the last time I listened to PA. I only listened to him on Friday Football Feast.
I listened Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, Wednesday I got screwed up. I think it was Wednesday because they switched with Common, so he did the 1 to or noon to 3 slot. For me, it's because it's always the 9 to noon, but for me it's 10 to 1.
Right.
So I gotta like wrap my head around it a little bit. Oh, Chuck
Yeah,
D
that was a weird. Yeah, right. That was good to see. See if he can make some plays. That was a good move, Dominique. Big citrus. Man, he's got some feet for that size, man. I suppose that's why we drafted him, but he's shifty. Oh, 90s Syrian Ingram Dawkins, by the way, going back to your, yeah.
I looked it up. So you got Elijah Williams is 99, Dawkins is 90, Banks is 95 or 96?
95.
92 is Batty. Man, the numbers, I can't keep up.
38 is Armstead.
97 is orange. 97 is orange.
37 is Thomas.
Yeah, then you got the two Thomases, the Jacob and Jacoby, man. Talk about easy to confuse.
Well, Jacoby's still hurt, right?
I think so. I don't think he's playing.
Right. Yeah, because they even got tripped up on the power trip talking about that after the preseason game last week. Was Hockey's like, hey, Lieber, what'd you think of Jacob Thomas? Like, no, it's Jacoby Thomas. He didn't play. You're thinking of Jake Roberts. And Corey's like, no, that's Jake the Snake Roberts. He's like, no, I assure you, there is a Jacob Thomas. Like,
Yeah, because
He
there
got
is a
that
Jake
lame duck
Thomas
pick.
too. There are Jake Roberts and Jacoby Thomas and Jacob Thomas. Like,
They don't make it easy on themselves for sure.
no. I mean, they should have drafted that one kid a couple years ago, played for Air Force, Warhammer. That'd have been an easy one to remember. And then you would have fit the
Right.
Vikings, the whole theme, you know.
Well, the old lineman the Lions drafted, Christian Mahogany. I had no idea who he was, but I'm sitting there looking at the big board as the draft's going. I'm like, I like that name. I want to draft that guy. We need a guard, and that's a dope name. And it turns out, yeah, he's actually pretty solid.
Oh, speaking, I think Dobbs was supposed to start the Lions preseason game this weekend.
Okay.
I didn't even know he was with the Lions.
He signed like the day or 2 days after Bridgewater retired.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I was
Because
watching
I don't even.
the Jets game a little bit yesterday, and I got a glimpse of Harrison Phillips on the sidelines. I was like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, apparently Gino had a hell of a game, or well, at least a hell of a drive.
Yeah, he
Like
the
6
first
for
drive was
7 or
pretty
something.
good.
Yeah. Which I've also brought this up on the show the last couple of weeks. Like, I have a couple fantasy drafts coming up, and I'm looking at some of these receivers and tight ends, like Malik Neighbors, elite talent, but he's got a quarterback that's injury prone. Do I want to draft him? And then same thing with freaking. I was spacing on the name of the receiver for the Jets now, but
Oh, Garrett
like
Wilson.
he's also, yeah, like he's really good. But then again, he's got Geno Smith at quarterback.
Yeah, that's always with fantasy is always a risk. Like, you know, taking a receiver if you don't have faith in their quarterback.
Right. Like I got an argument with a Raiders fan because I said I love Bowers, but I don't want to draft him because Kirk's going to be starting this year. Like, well, Kirk's a good quarterback. I'm like, well, he got benched in Atlanta last year because he had 5 straight games with no touchdowns.
Yeah,
And he had Pitts and Drake London. So it's like he had a lack of talent to throw to. So I don't trust him. Like it's PPR. I guess we just thinking dunks to Bowers 4 times a game for 40 yards, but there's so many bad quarterbacks that are going to be starting this year, and it's hurting my favorite players' fantasy values.
I think with that offense, though, with the way that the Raiders' offense is going to be run, I think it'll be much easier for Cousins to do a little bit better.
Yeah. Hopefully. Man, they're just using and abusing Claiborne today. I haven't even seen Scott.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting too. If we how many running backs? I think we'll probably just keep the 3 running backs.
Yeah. Oh. Again, I don't want to spoil, but it's like McCarthy. Yeah.
I heard it.
Here, I'll turn my TV down so it's not so echoey.
No, but it's too. I was like thinking about like the 53, and you know, do we keep Huber and Bird and keep 10 linemen? Like, I think Rouse is about done. I don't know, you know, what if they've given up on him yet or not. We don't see a lot of them. Don't hear much about him. Yeah, I think Juergens might make it just because he's the only backup center right now other than the 7th round draft pick.
Well, we just brought in that random UFL player that's a guard center combo.
Oh, I didn't see that. When did we bring him in?
Like earlier this week. I forget what his name was, but yeah, he's a guard center combo, and we brought him in on like a 1-year deal. He might just be a camp body type, but with the snap issues that Brandle's been having, it's obviously not a great look. So that was an interesting talker they had on the Power Trip this last week. It might have even been on Paul Allen's show, but they were talking about the give take of what's worth it. Like if Brandel can pass block and can run block and can move the line, but his snaps occasionally can be a little low or a little high,
I
is
think
that worth the trade off?
that was on PA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where there. I mean, if he can block and his snap is off a little bit here and there, but at least the blocking's there, then that I like you were saying that's a fair trade off.
Right.
Let's see if I can find this guy. The Gerhardt is the 7th rounder,
Toby,
right?
I miss you.
Joshua Gray, Joe Huber. Yeah, maybe Joshua Gray may be the guy. They have him listed
I
as a
know.
guard.
Oh, they're gonna mic up Metellus. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, for the fourth quarter.
They should mic up. Oh no, I suppose he's playing. I was like, they should mic up Chuck. Yeah, I know it's preseason. I know Wes Phillips is calling plays, and you call shit you wouldn't normally call, but it's depressing that we were on the 5-yard line at 0-0.
Yeah. Vaughn's going out for punt coverage.
That being said, like Tyler Huntley's no slouch. Like he's a seasoned backup vet, and our young guys are handling this really well on defense.
Yeah. Okay, there's another Thomas. So the 37 and 39 are the Thomases.
I thought you were gonna say there's the 37th Thomas. We got a 53-man roster, and 37 of them are Thomases.
Right? That would make sense. Yeah, because I think the GM is joining for the third quarter.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, that speaking of going back to last week's game, listening to Jefferson during the third quarter last week, dude, how excited he got on Bo Richter's sack and knew it was Bo right away. Like, saw the sack, yelled Bo immediately. Oh, that's
Yeah.
sack.
Yeah. Jefferson, every year it's, oh, look at his antics on the sideline or listen to him on the hot mic. And you can hear he's clearly displeased and he's going to demand a trade. And every time he's mic'd up in the preseason games, they're like, he clearly loves this team. Like, every time a receiver gets a touchdown, he's running down the field, hooting and hollering. Like, he is a Viking. He ain't going anywhere.
No, I mean, he got so excited at Miles Price's touchdown catch. He got so excited for Bo Richter's sack. It was like, the dude, like I said, knew immediately it was Bo Richter. He didn't have to second guess which player it was. Like, knew right off the bat who the player was. That's not even a superstar or a second teamer. He's more like a third team fill-in guy. But he knew right away who it was. To me, that shows he cares a lot about the team and his teammates specifically. But I don't know. People can speculate all they want, I guess.
Well, it's just the whole, like, Minnesota just can't have nice things. We have it with Anthony Edwards, with the Wolves, and now the Lynx are getting it with Olivia Miles. And it's like anytime we have a legitimate star, like, suppose we traded for him, but right now with the Wild, with the whole Quinn Hughes thing, it's like he's going to want out. So what he's saying, he's going to stay. Who's that? Who's Rudolph?
Yeah, they're I think he's a D-back or
Okay.
a wide receiver.
Gotcha.
I think he's a wide receiver. Trayvon Rudolph.
Yeah, wide receiver, yeah. This is his 6th year? I must have read that wrong. That must have been collegiate years of experience. Yeah, going back to your saying about keeping
he's a
linemen, we have to.
He's a rookie out of Toledo, according to the Vikings official website.
Gotcha. God, Claiborne is so small. That helmet looks huge on him. Oh, the
55,
Price is smaller than Claiborne.
55 career start or games played in college between Northern Illinois and Toledo.
Okay. Yeah, there was a
Oh, there you go.
TikTok.
That's why he's back there. In his lone season at Toledo, he recorded 18 kickoff returns for 374 yards and 1 touchdown. And while at Northern Illinois, 58 kickoffs for 1,312 yards and a score.
That's insane.
Yeah, so you're looking at a guy with over 1,600 yards returning kicks.
I was just saying a fuck ton of return yards.
No, she got into baseball. Yeah, they need to give Claiborne a rest. Holy shit.
Legitimately.
That helmet, you're right, it does look ginormous on him. But those two are about the same size. Price is thinner. I gotta see how tall Price is.
It just says see Kyler Murray.
5'9".
Oh man.
5'9", $183.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Luca. About Rouse is probably not much longer for the Vikings.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about him, haven't seen much about him, and I think there's too many other guys that are that they've acquired or have stepped up to fill in those spots at guard, tackle, swing areas. I mean, you have Bird, you have Huber. Let's see. That's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, we had Tiernan, who we were excited for, but he also looked just atrocious last week. So, but I mean, again, he was a 5th or 6th round pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes the squad just because he's young and we spent capital on him.
Right.
I mean, and I don't think, again, it was first game in the NFL, and he wasn't probably expecting or ready for what he got. I mean, he is 6'7", 323 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
McCarthy with these constant high throws, man.
Oh, that one looked like it hit the defender right in the helmet. The one for Price.
Oh, you're at there now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that second 13, it's like it just went right off the tip of his fingers. So you got to. It's the same thing as last year. Like it's just every pass is a bullet.
I don't know if he just gets like his adrenaline kicks in too much and he can't figure out how to throw it or what sort of power and just flings it.
Right. But that's like when we drafted him, that was the whole thing. It's like, well, yeah, he's raw, but he's got the things that you can't teach. Like he's cool, calm, collected. He meditates at the goal line or at the goalpost before every game to get his mind right. And like, so okay, great. Like he's got the dog in him. He's like mentally strong. Like he's not gonna get rattled. He just needs his arm to match his mentality. But his mentality is starting to regress. He's clearly in his head. They were saying in the first couple of weeks of camp that it looked like he had the yips.
Yeah, it's frustrating because you want him to succeed. Regardless, regardless if you wanted us to draft him or not, he's a Viking now, and you want to see him succeed. And it's just frustrating to not see it happen,
And they were saying on the radio today that he had a really nice completion against the Ravens in the 2-on-2 or not 2-on-2 drills, the 2-minute drills, and he got the touchdown. He said the team went absolutely apeshit. Like everyone was hyping him up, everyone was hooting and hollering, and the team clearly loves him. They want him to be good, but.
And I had heard too that right before it's probably a week or so before they named Murray the QB1, that he was not winning over the locker room. that the
Yeah.
team was still behind McCarthy. Like there was some tension there because the team really wanted McCarthy to be QB1 as far as the players go.
Right.
And it just, and I don't know how true this is. I don't know, if it's just somebody trying to stir the pot, because that's what preseason and training camp happens with a lot of media types. But I would hope that the team would rally behind both of them. Gabby.
It seems like a situation of, and this is going to kind of, I guess, almost mirror what McCarthy said when we first brought in Murray, is like, it just seems like coworkers at a job where you have that one OG coworker that you've been with for 4 years and you guys know each other and you're bros. But then you hire somebody who, like, you don't know, but he's really good at, or I won't even say really good at his job, but good at his job coming in. So it's like, yeah, I can respect him. Like, he's good at his job. He's going to help us as a company. But, like, man, it'd be cool if my bro was that good. So I think with Jefferson's comments about Murray and how he can anticipate the route and layer the ball, like, I think he'll like having Murray. It's just, yeah, are they going to go out and hit up a Wolves game together like they do with McCarthy? Probably not. But I don't give a
Probably
shit
not.
as long as Murray can drop it in the basket on a lead instead of having to make Jefferson stop 3 yards shy. Like,
Yeah,
that's been the nice thing to see with these passes. Like, Murray's not completing all of them, but he at least can lead a receiver and throw while they're actually still running.
oh, fuck. Galday get burnt on that one?
Hey, there's Vaughn, 34.
Oh, but
Tyler
yeah.
Batty's having a game.
Galday got sucked in on the fake pitch a couple plays ago.
Oof. That'll happen. God, he is tall, man. He's just standing next to Banks. He's almost the same height as Banks.
Yeah, he's a bit. I don't know. I think Galday is going to be a good player too.
I agree. He's going to have that Dallas Turner progression where, like, year one, obviously, probably not going to do too much. But by year three, he should be an Andrew Van Ginkel type.
Well, that's what they were showing. They showed a stat or a survey, I guess is a better way to put it, is how many sacks you think Turner will get this year. He had 3 his rookie season, I think 8 or 8.5 last year. Should be double digits this year, you would hope.
I was saying he had 8 and 10 starts last year. Like, that wasn't even in a full 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, he should absolutely hit double digit sacks this year. Especially again, if we have these big movers in the middle like Banks and Dominic Orange that can take up the double block and let Dallas just get around the edge and single. And then yeah, people are saying like, oh, like our GM made the right move by trading Grit Hard because look at his pec, and so we can't. That happened after the trade. Like, yeah, he's healing slowly. Looks like he's probably gonna miss the first few weeks of the season, but it's not like we could foresee a pec injury coming. We traded him to get out of it.
I know, right? I mean, who would have thought that so far that trade's looking pretty decent?
Right. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. I totally got caught back up by the game. Is there was a TikTok video I saw, and they weren't Vikings fans. They just were kind of overall going across the NFL. And they said, "Oh, the Vikings should really consider trading Justin Jefferson and bringing in multiple first-round picks, and they could trade up to get into the top of the first round to draft a quarterback." And I was like, "Well, this quarterback class is apparently super stacked. Like, we could keep Jefferson, trade Addison, get like a second-round pick." And we would have 5 picks in the first 3 rounds. And yeah, you can just, whatever you land in the first round, just use that pick on a quarterback. Like, yeah, but you want one of the top 2. And I'm looking at ESPN yesterday, and it looks like there's like 4 to 5 first round quality quarterbacks in the draft this year. So it's like, why would we trade Jefferson when you can keep the elite receiver to give apparently a first round talent? And I'm not talking McCarthy QB5 at 10th overall first round talent. Like, these are guys that are supposedly actually supposed to come in and be pretty good. Yeah, just like you're not trading Jefferson to get a quarterback.
No, that's kind of anti-productive. Yeah, because right here I just did a quick Google search and you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just quick off the top. You know, not saying that. I mean, Arch has been projected as a first-round quarterback since he was a freshman in high school.
Right.
And he really hasn't lived up to it.
I was saying, I'm a super QB novice for college ball. I don't know what makes a good college QB versus a pro QB. But when he was still on the team, when Ewers was still there wasn't a whole lot of difference in talent between him at the collegiate level. And yeah, like you said, Manning just hasn't really stepped up to look that much better than what Ewers was in Texas. And Ewers is right on the bench in Miami right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely would not waste a first round pick on Manning, at least unless he just absolutely pops off this year. But there was one that was like QB4 on the chart that was saying like, yeah, like this guy could questionably be the first QB off the board. No one would be surprised. And he was the fourth name listed. So it's like, yeah, no, I'll take a fucking flyer on that guy at the end of the first round.
I really like the kid from Notre Dame, CJ Carr. I think
Yeah,
he's
that
like
was one of the top three. Yeah.
4 or 5. I think he is.
Okay.
They got him as 5th on Draft Buzz.
I got to ask, any relation?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, good.
And then you even look at the number 6, Brandon Sorby at Texas Tech is decent. And then even number 12 was projected to be a 5th or 6th round draft pick last year, and he decided to go back to college. That Trinidad Chambliss out of Ole Miss, he was like a 3rd or 5th round pick in last year's draft before he decided not to come out. So another year of experience could move him up.
Yeah, but if he was a 3rd to 4th round talent in last year's draft class, that's probably he would have to have a pretty big season to get drafted in a stronger draft class this year. Because last year it was Mendoza and then Womp Womp.
Yeah.
So Carson Beck obviously lit up for the Cardinals that Hall of Fame game. I haven't seen shit about him since then.
He did all right. Did they play? No, they didn't. They played today, I think.
I think they do, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he looked real legit in that Hall of Fame game, but
right.
How long was that? That was a pretty long kick. About 1 point. Someone in the graphics department screwed up.
No, it's a new rule. You didn't hear?
Field goals are 1 point now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the UFL is going the other way with 50-plus yarders being 4 points. So the NFL is going the other way.
They said there's too many kickers making 60-plus yarders. It's only 3 points if it's 60-plus yards now. Anything else is too easy.
So of that, if the NFL took a rule from the UFL, would you rather have it be the 4-point field goal, the 3-point conversion try, or the no punting after you cross the 50-yard line?
Like I said, so many kickers in the NFL and even the UFL could make it from 60-plus with ease. That's just too many points. Like I wanted to stay at 3. I'd have to say having to go for it past the 50.
I like that rule, actually. I really do.
Yeah.
If you make it past the 50-yard line, even if it's – so they said, too, if you make it to the 45 and get a 10-yard penalty, it's considered you made it past the 50.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I actually like that rule, and I think that would be an interesting one for them to try. And then the 3-point conversion, I don't think anybody in UFL tried it last year, but it's an option, which is very interesting and really would change how you play the game in the fourth quarter.
Right. That's the beauty of that league, man. Is like, and you can see the NFL adopting some of the rules, like we've obviously seen with the kick returns and stuff like that. That if it works, it's like, hey, why don't we do that? So, who in the? Oh, okay, that was very confusing. I'm like, why are these Bengals clips all of a sudden?
Where's your sis? Bella Rose. Oh, the joys of dogs.
I'm just realizing this is a preseason game. It's still 9 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's been on for an
Meow.
hour.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Preseason. Carson Wentz is in. Let's go.
Now we're going to score a touchdown.
I'm a Wentz truther, man. He should be QB too.
Here's my thought, and they talked about it, I think, on one of the shows the other day on the radio was on paper, McCarthy's QB2. In all actuality, Wentz is QB2.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a KOC QB. Like he's just Kirk Cousins light, and with having a full training camp under his belt, like he just looks more composed. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I mean but put it this way: come week 7, week 8, Murray's a little dinged up. Who do you want to go to? Who do you think could win you a game or two while Murray recovers?
Right.
I'm saying Wentz.
Yeah. No. It's not even a question.
No, but on paper, I think to save face and to maybe look like it's not such an issue, McCarthy's 2.
Yeah. Well, like
I did
again,
hear that Wentz and Hecker look a lot alike.
really.
I've never looked at a comparison, but
Well, we've
Yeah,
only got about 2 minutes left, so as soon as we log off the show, I'm going to have to Google that immediately because that's funny.
I heard they're both gingers and they look a lot alike. So
That's funny.
I don't know how true it is, but that'd be funny. Oh, damn. This hour actually went fast, though, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. Hey, there's Walter Rouse.
Fleming. Man, it's going to be interesting because this wide receiver room got really, really crowded with Bryce stepping up his game and Felton looking better.
Right.
And bringing in Jennings in the offseason. You're looking at possibly keeping 5 receivers, maybe 6. Because I know they really like Fleming on special teams.
Right.
So, I mean, you're looking at a crowded, not from top to bottom stellar, but you're talking top 3, 3.5 are legit good quality wide receivers.
Right. We'll probably have a situation like we did last year where we only have like 3 rostered safeties and then just like 6 or 7 rostered receivers.
Well, there it is. That was a quick hour. Not football-wise, show-wise.
Right. Yeah, it helps when there's a live game to talk about.
Well, and next week we'll have a game and a half to talk about.
Yeah, Friday nighter. Let's go.
So, quick, before we get on, a big complaint. Last night I'm watching NFL Network to watch I just want to watch some football. They have the Steelers Jets on, and then following that is Broncos Packers. So instead of going to the Broncos Packers game for the first quarter, they finished most of the Steelers Jets game.
The 4th stringers.
Yeah, instead of letting us see Jordan Love and Bo Nix play, they started like red zoning it and showing just good plays. I was like, just go to the freaking Packers Broncos game already. Like, each starting group is only going to get a series, maybe 2.
Right.
Flip it over. Like, you're doing this backwards.
That's wild.
So
they're probably not used to people actually wanting preseason.
Yeah, I know. I just need football.
Right, same.
Oh, well, that's our time.
That's it. Yeah, have a good week, man. Thanks for hopping on. We'll see y'all next week.
See you guys next week. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports.